Good morning, America. I'm your host, David Charters. Today we'll be going to be talking about one of the biggest scandals, which I'm sure the entire nation is talking about today. That being the Iran Contra scandal. Some of you might be wondering just what the Iran Contra scandal is. It is the illegal sale of Iran arms to Iran, which has been going on for several years, and reportedly facilitated by Lieutenant Colonel Oliver North, which not all of the details have been released by the government, but new information has been found. Today's guest speaker is Marcos Contreras. Will be here with us today to discuss the potential motivations of the scandal, as well what laws have been broken during the scandal. We'll bring back with more after this commercial. Stay tuned, America.
Burger King presents a musical message to her.
Come on now, Herbert, don't be shy. You're gonna love plain broiling when you give it a try. It ain't number one, it's what's happening. Cause what plain broiling does is lock the flavor in. So wherever you hide, come on, show your face and take the plain brown burger. A plain brown burger. You're gonna love it.
Alright, folks, well, we're back. Now to bring in our guest of honor for today and talk about the scandal, Mr. Marcos Contreras.
Good morning, sir. It's Carizadas.
Mr.
Glad you could have me this morning.
Oh no, it's a very honor to have you come and talk to us about the scandal. So I'm sure a lot of us may be feeling betrayed right now, given that many Americans have revered Reagan for his honesty. But what do you think was the motivation behind the actions of Reagan's cabinet, and possibly even Reagan himself?
Well, actually, it's been concluded that Reagan was actually involved within the scandal, given that he admitted that there were trades going on. He just stated that they weren't for hostages. But that has actually been found to be false. Well, I can agree with the sentiment of maybe wanting to retrieve those hostages who the Americans taken from the U.S. Embassy in Iran, given that he's the President of the United States. The ends don't justify the means, because he is illegally trading arms with Iran for hostages and as well money. And then actually new information has surfaced out that he's not only have some of the hostages that were liberated were taken back again, but also the funds are being diverted to fund the Contras, which are a right-wing rebel group currently in Nicaragua, which is fighting the Sandinista left-wing socialist government currently in control right there.
Socialists? You mean communists? America hates communists. Isn't it a good thing that Contras are fighting these communists?
Absolutely not. The U.S. shouldn't be involved in fighting or funding rebel groups which are seeking to overthrow governments in foreign countries. That's illegal, and it's exactly why this is a scandal in the first place. In fact, the Bolin Amendment was established for this very reason, to outlaw the U.S.'s involvement in funding other groups for overthrowing foreign governments. And Reagan himself signed this in 1982 too, on top of that. But his cabinet chose to ignore this amendment and still continue the sale of arms.
Wow, okay. So, with this being said, who has been involved in this scandal so far that we know of?
As of now, 11 individuals from Reagan's cabinet have been charged, but there has been no real conclusive evidence showing that Reagan was directly involved, but he did know about it, as I stated earlier.
Oh, okay, I see. So, I'm gonna ask you a personal question. What do you feel would help prevent this in the near future or the future?
Well, it's clear that the government has to be more transparent with their dealings with foreign nations. And well, as you can see, we already have laws in place to prevent this, but they were ignored by Reagan's cabinet. But yeah, pretty much just the government needs to let us know how they're dealing with other foreign nations.
All right. Well, all right, America. That concludes this segment on the Iran Contra scandal. Tune in next time to find out more about the new Coca-Cola formula and more.